Welcome to another Lawrence County Schools Tech Tips. Today, again, we're talking about Google Classroom. This time we're going to go over how to use forms for assessments or bell ringers or even quizzes. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our classroom. So today I'll be using the LCS Tech Tips at Louisa West Elementary again. So I'm going to go into that part of my drive by clicking on the folder icon. I'm going to go to Create, and this time instead of a document, I'm creating a form. So click Create Form. So I'll give the form a name. So I'm just going to say Quick Quiz. For the name of it. Now let me explain some of these form settings at the top to you. So this first one is on by default. It's required Lawrence County Schools log in to view this form. So that means the student would have to be logged in with their Google account before they can actually even see this form. The second one you could click if you wanted to collect their name. You can show the progress, and you can check to only allow one response per person. So that might be handy. And the collect respondent's name would probably be handy. So now that we've got those out of the way and we've got it named, I'm going to just get rid of this first question so I can add things pretty easily. So I'm going to add an item, and you can see we have many choices here: basic, advanced, and layout. So the first thing I want to put on here is a picture. So you can see I have some shapes over here on the desktop. I'm going to drag one of those pictures in. So now I have a circle. So I'm going to say done. Now I'm going to add an item, and this is where I'm going to put my question in. I can make it a text question, a paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, or choose from a list. So for this purpose, I'm going to use multiple choice. So I'm going to ask my students what shape this is. So the first option might be a square. Second option, I'm going to say triangle. Third option, we need circle, so let's go ahead and put that there. So that's all the choices I'm going to put for this. I'm going to make it a required question. They have to answer this if I check that. I'm going to click Done. Now I can add another item. So I'm going to do another picture because I have more over here. I'm going to pick out the square. It adds that. I can add another question. So I'm going to say, make this one a text question. Question is, what shape is this? I can give them some help text and just tell them to write their answer in the box, because they're going to have a text box where they can answer the question instead of multiple choice this time. I'm also going to make this a required question. Well, let's say I decide that I don't want that to be a text box. Let's just make it multiple choice again. So I'm going to say it's a circle, triangle, or a square. Make it a required question, say done. Okay, I'm going to add one more. Image, triangle, that's just the image title. We don't have to do that. I'll say done, add item, make it a question, make this a multiple choice once again. So once again, I'm going to put in my options. I'll make it a required question and click done. So that's all I want for this quiz. You see all my changes are already saved. So my quiz is actually already in my classroom. So let's say I want to assign that to students. I'm let's see, view live form. Okay, this is what it looks like to students when they go to it. It will tell them their username is going to be recorded, so if it's not them, they need to sign out. But I'm going to get the URL from the URL bar up above, copy it, then I can just close these screens from creating the quiz. Go out to my class. I'm just going to do this as an announcement, because when they click submit, it's not going to tell you that it's done as an assignment. So it's easiest to do this as an announcement. So I'm going to click announcement, and I'm going to say quiz is ready. And I'm going to click the link icon. Instead of adding the document or file, I'm doing link. So I paste the link in and say add. Once again, I could post this for every classroom or just the one class. Click post. So my quiz should be ready for my students to sign into. So if I log in as a student, go to that classroom, I'm going to refresh my page. So you can see the quiz is ready. Here's that announcement. So I click on the quiz, and this is what it looks like when the student takes it. So it asks the shape. What shape is this? It's a circle, square, triangle, and I'm going to submit. So it's already submitted to the teacher, and that's all there is for the student in order to take the quiz. And close that box and go back into their classroom and look for any other announcements or assignments. Now if you go back to your classroom, there's your Google Classroom as a teacher, and you go to your folder, you'll see the form that you created earlier. There's the quick quiz. So this is the form, and this is the responses to that. So you can see, here's where that student took this quiz. So it gives the answers. So here's the timestamp, that's when they took it. There's the username. What shape is this? What shape is this? What shape is this? That was my 3 questions. So each student that answers this, it'll give their username and then their answers for you in a spreadsheet.